Sometimes you need just a dose of real life. If you want some real content, this is what you're gonna get. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Hope, hope, bam, 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 hope, hope, bam, hope, bam. Peanut. We are about to go to the library. I do have a package I gotta discuss with y'all later, but yeah, we're about to go to the library right now. He's being very fussy. Send help, please. Hopefully he takes a nap, but secret hero, ready to commit in a bursting with an authentic blend of onion, garlic, and other flavorful Latin spices. Spanish style yellow breakfast is a perfect match for your baby fish or chicken. For a try this time, no, wait, I call. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, should I record me? Yes.
Oh. Wow. Oh my gosh.
She loves you.
Oh my gosh. What's popping, y'all? I just wanted to close up the video and I have a few things to say. So I wanted this portion of the video to be like what you need in case your power goes off. Having your power go out is a very normal thing. It's something that happens and can happen to anyone. And a part of why I decided to, record this and make this some sort of a documentary is because I know that I'm not the only one going through this, and it's helpful. It's helpful to have someone's experience because, truth be told, sometimes when your power goes out, it might take a few days or a few weeks to get it back on. So you need to have survival tactics that are going to help you. Okay, so I wrote down a few things. I literally had a list. I don't know what I did with it, but I'm just going to make this part super quick and to the point. So this is just what you need just in case your electricity goes off. When your electricity goes off, everything is off. Your refrigerator, your oven, your stove, depending on if you have gas, it'll still be on, but if you have electric oven or stove, it's going to be off as well. That means your refrigerators are going to be not of use. All your food's going to go bad. You're not going to have any air. If you have central air in your house, your air is going to be off. It's going to be hot. It's going to be dark, especially depending on what season it is. Luckily for us, it's been the summertime. So it literally got dark around like 7, 8 o'clock. But, in the wintertime, it's worse. So sun will go down around 5. So that's like a time crunch. So if you need to clean, you need to get up early. Like you're not going to have any type of like you're going to be able to hear everything outside because your windows are going to be up. You're not going to have any fan to block out the noise. You're not going to have any air conditioning working. So it's going to be a lot. You're going to hear everything. So that's something that's annoying. But anyway, back to the essentials. Just to give y'all like a little brief description of what it might be like to have your electricity off. So that's just a snippet of what could go wrong because your electricity is off. It's going to be dark, it's going to be hot, you're going to be sweaty, you're going to be I talk to myself a lot, so I had to work on that because everybody can hear what I'm saying, you know what I mean? So anyways, luckily we still have gas and water, so just you have to be grateful for what you do have during that time, and you have to utilize what you do have. So at least even if I had to take a cold shower, I just took a cold shower. It is what it is. Or you could boil water and wash up. But anyway, let's get back to the list. So, number one on the list, you need batteries. You need batteries. Batteries are going to save you because you don't have any electricity. So, you need AA batteries. You need AAA batteries. You need flashlights. You need to utilize any type of light source in your house that can be battery charged, like with batteries, physical batteries. You need lighters. You need lighters, for example, like our oven is electric, but our stove is gas. So because the gas was still on, we were able to light the stove and still cook food or boil water or whatever we needed to do. So we have a longer lighter. We can light the stove during this time. You need small lighters, of course, for like candles, things like that. Candles are another essential that you need. It also makes you feel better and makes your room smell good because it's, the house is going to start stinking. It's going to be flies. A generator is just an extra, source of electricity. So if you charge that up, then you'll be able to charge multiple devices. I'll link it below the video because I don't think I linked it in the last video I uploaded. So I'll link it in this video. You need a generator. It has multiple like outlet sources that you could plug your phone, whatever you need up to it. Just do your research because this one, it wouldn't allow me to turn on my lamp that I have in the house. So I was kind of pissed about that, but it can still charge like the necessary things. You need portable chargers. I have two. I'll also link those below. They're really, really good and they keep a charge for a long time. So I recommend having two portable chargers. Need access to your local library or like a Starbucks or anything like that. The only thing about Starbucks is that, of course, you would want to have a little bit of money to buy a drink or something so you can sit down and charge things. But because I've seen people do wild stuff at Starbucks, I've seen people flat iron their hair right in the lobby, um, which is something that's very unsanitary. But I've seen people do wild things. So as long as you buy a drink, I'm pretty sure they'll let you charge things in there. I've done it. I did it at least once while we were going through this. Just went there and charged a few things, but that was because I wanted some coffee, child. But anyways, you need access to like local public places where you can charge things because that's just going to be a release of stress. You'll have everything charged, you'll be able to communicate with people, so on and so forth. Really utilize my library. I literally went to the library almost all the time whenever I was here. I utilized the library this entire time because I was able to charge my devices, really just have some peace and quiet and not worry and get out of the house, like get out of the house. That's another thing. Just get out of the house, go for a walk, do something other than being in the house because it's just going to make you feel like the world is crashing underneath of you. We have books and journal. I didn't read a whole lot during this time because I was over my son's father's house. But when I was here and I spent the night here, I did read my Great Gatsby book and I utilized, the books that I have in my room. And that's another thing. Just utilize all the things that you have because that's going to make you feel better about your situation. Definitely journaled a lot during this time because I just had so much on my mind. So I would say books and journaling. You definitely need cleaning products because, like I said, there's going to be hella gnats and flies because you're going to have your windows open. The gnats come from like the moisture in the refrigerator and they spread, like wildfire when there's, when it's hot, when it's not enough moisture in the air. Hi, baby. That's what they do. They're nasty, they're annoying, they get in your face. So you need to set up traps in your room, all over the house. Have like cups. I'll zoom in to a cup that I have right now in my room. It's literally sitting right in the window. And I have traps. I put traps all over the house. Apple cider vinegar in a clear cup. You need a clear cup because you'll be able to see that the flies are in there. Apple cider vinegar, a clear cup, and some saran wrap or some plastic wrap. Poke some holes in the top of the plastic wrap. Make sure it's tight because the flies will try to get back out. I've seen it happen myself. Make sure it's tight. If it's not tight enough, put like a rubber band over it so that it can hold. But put those all over your house. Even if you have to I had two in my room at one time. I had two in my room, two in the hallway, two in the bathroom. I have like about 5 or 6 downstairs in the kitchen. them everywhere so that you can try to get rid of the flies as much as possible, because it's going to be bad. You just have to have faith. You have to have faith that everything is going to be okay. So that's really it. That's my essentials for if your power goes out. So I will see you guys in the next dose of real life. Bye.